Yes, ready for dictation. Start. The Honorable Single Judge came to the conclusion that since the Director gives approval for appointing non teaching staff only on duly created posts and after due process of selection in accordance with the Act and the first statutes of the University, which was in fact not given, and the writ petitioner had not been able to controvert the specific averments made in the counter affidavit regarding the inadmissibility of regularization and payment of salary to him in his rejoinder affidavit. Stop. The petitioner was not entitled to reliefs claimed by him. Stop. The Honorable Single Judge has observed that undisputedly the petitioner appellant was never appointed against any duly created post by following any statutorily prescribed selection procedure and therefore was not covered under the definition of employee given under section 60 within bracket A within bracket 3 of the State University Act and therefore also not entitled for payment of salary from the state exchequer under section 60 within bracket E of the Act. Stop. In case the management had engaged the petitioner on temporary basis without any post being duly created or without following any prescribed procedure for selections, then the management alone was responsible for payment of salary. Stop passage. The petitioner appellant before us in this appeal has again reiterated the arguments made before the Honorable Single Judge that his case had been considered on merits by the Honorable Single Judge in his earlier writ petition void judgment and order dated 11/6/2010, and despite there being a specific direction that in case he was duly qualified and was working continuously, then he be regularized with effect from 2/12/2000. The later writ petition stands dismissed. Stop. It has been argued that it amounted to review of the judgment and order dated 11/6/2010 by a coordinate bench, and also it amounted to review of the order passed by the earlier Director Higher Education dated 24/11/2010 by the new incumbent on the post void his order dated 21/4/2011, which was not permissible under law as review is only applicable in judicial pronouncements by courts of law and is impermissible to an administrative authority passing an administrative order in an administrative capacity. Stop. The learned standing counsel has reiterated the arguments made in the counter affidavit and stated that once Honorable Single Judge had come to the conclusion on the basis of documents on record that there was no duly created post on which the petitioner had been appointed by the management of the institution by following the prescribed selection procedure under law, the appointment of the petitioner was illegal and therefore he should not be paid salary from the state exchequer. Stop. The Honorable Single Judge had rightly dismissed the writ petition and there was no need for interference by us in appeal against the said judgment. Stop. Having considered the rival submissions of the parties, we find that there are three issues which need to be decided in this appeal. Stop. Firstly, whether the appointment of the petitioner was merely irregular and not illegal, and therefore due to long continuance in service with effect from 2/12/2000, his engagement should be regularized. Passage. Secondly, whether the judgment and order dated 11/6/2010 passed by the coordinate bench in the earlier writ petition filed by the petitioner had been ignored by the coordinate bench in dismissing the writ petition of the petitioner, and lastly, whether the Director Higher Education in passing the impugned order dated 21/4/2011. Stop. Over.